Good evening, you guys. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I had to get on here and give you guys a reaction to Strong Mommy Chrissy. Strong Mommy Chrissy basically has a video she just put up maybe about an hour ago. She basically announces, and according to the title, she's letting us know she has to say this, not clickbait. Basically, on the video is basically her letting her supporters know, her subscribers, that her and Rod are no longer a couple. She says it's basically that there are two ships in the night that are sailing in different directions. That's her words. She basically lets us know that she realized that there are a lot of red flags that she could not overlook while being with Rod. She also lets us know they're no longer engaged and they are not in a relationship anymore. This video was long awaited, and I think people were to the point they were waiting for the longest time for her to come clean about it. I think it's one of those things where she felt like her feet was to the fire. She had to go ahead and say something. You can tell in the video that she's kind of distraught. That she's kind of shaking up. She's trying to hold it together. She basically lets us know that she's basically had an epiphany and she's going to start putting her kids first. Something that we've been telling her for the longest, especially the reactors, that yeah, it's not one of those things where you have to be in a relationship, just say you're in a relationship, and most importantly, to try to let people know that just because you're a mom of multiple kids, you can get a man. Allegedly, they had kept saying that Rod was a strangler. I don't know how true that was. They said he had a past. Most importantly, I think that the actual proposal was rushed. Not saying it wasn't good, because we all were rooting for Strong Mommy Chrissy when actually she made the video where Rod proposed. I basically thought they were working their differences out. I know a lot of people had opinions about whether or not they were still together, but I noticed that he wasn't on the forefront on her channel anymore because she had already gave him a channel as well where he did cooking on there. I thought everything was okay. I did not know there was trouble in paradise, but I guess she realized she was had to put her big girl panties on and realize that her 9 kids were more important, which I have to commend her for that part. At the end of the day, it's kind of hard, for Chrissy. Now, most people it might not be to be without a man. Now, a lot of people are saying allegedly they don't think it's gonna last too long. Her not having a man. She says basically she's gonna take time for herself and basically grow her channel, and she's gonna concentrate on her kids. Now, she said that a lot of people may assume that just because she's a mom of multiple kids that she doesn't deserve love. That's not true. I don't think it's one of perception where we think that she don't deserve love. We just want her to find the right person and not be in a relationship just to say that she was in a relationship. She also admits that she doesn't want to make the same mistakes that she made with her first husband. So that was really the deal breaker. And she realized that they wasn't going to work. Uh, they had a lot of friction going on and a lot of things were going on. At first, Chrissy was playing victim and she basically was covering a lot of things up. So I think this video in my mind, it's a grown up Chrissy that we come to know lately. So we're glad that she's doing one thing that's taking accountability. She's not pointing the fingers and not pointing the finger back at herself. It shows not only growth, but most importantly, lets us know that she has, grown as a person. I personally think it's a step in the right direction because at the end of the day, your kids are more important, especially if you know that it's not going to work. I'd rather you do it now than wait till you've been married for years, and most importantly, you had another kid. Because at first she was to the point where she was trying to have a baby for him, and it was a lot going on. I think she was more infatuated with the fact that he actually liked her. Now she it also lets us know that it's not because he was mean to the kids or anything like that. That's not the direction she wanted to paint. She also lets us know that she's not going to bash him. She wished him nothing but the best. I'm thinking they left on good terms per se. I think that's the kind of image that she wants to portray with us, but we know better. But I don't think it's one of those things where Rod gonna be sing along and Chrissy either. But you know how Chrissy roll. We'll see. Time will tell. But I think it's more of one of those things where it'll be not only good for her, but most importantly good for the kids. Because we all know if you, especially if you're a day one watcher, Chrissy has been through a lot of struggles when it comes to men. She is a mom of multiple kids and multiple baby dads as well. And I'm not trying to sit here and bash her. I'm just speaking facts. Maybe now she'll realize her worth, and most importantly, she'll wait for the right man. I mean, because it is what it is. When it's the right man, you'll know, and most importantly, it won't be an issue, and it'll be natural. I kind of felt when they were on the camera that was kind of forced. I think it's one of those things where she want to kind of prove people wrong that she can find somebody. Not saying that the engagement wasn't beautiful, it was, but you can kind of tell it was okay, but something wasn't right, something was off. But they seemed like they were the perfect couple, or so they painted to us, because they had gotten so close. Just like I said, she had gave him a channel, but I noticed that she wasn't posting them as much. She wasn't doing Q&A. She wasn't doing none of that. Now she was still putting out her content, especially cooking videos. So hopefully she'll bounce back and do what we know Krista to do, and that's put out good content. And maybe she'll use this pain to actually draw from that and give us some good content. I don't want her to be to a point where she go back to that dark place like she did when she was separated from her first husband. Because if you know her from day one, you know the backstory how he left her with the actual baby while she was pregnant. So Christy has had to overcome a lot fast. So it is what it is. I think she thought Rod was her knight in shining armor. At first, I thought it was too, but it is what it is. So we're gonna have to see what Strong Mama Chrissy, hence the word, moves on, and hopefully, she moves on to positive things. And most importantly, she is not in a rush to get another relationship. She said that she wasn't gonna rush it. She was gonna work on herself and do like she's been doing, and it is what it is. So I'm glad to know that, first of all, just like the title said, it was not clickbait. And she was doing, just like I said, she was being accountable for her actions. She let us know a rundown of what was going on. She basically was being a grown woman about the situation. I'm here for it. I like that type of content. Most important, I like when she's actually real and raw with us and let us know what it is. Without any drama and not faking no type of fronts. Now I don't know what the situation is with her ex husband, whether or not he's gotten his stuff together, decided to come see the children. I don't know, but I hope nothing but the best for her, especially when it concerns the kids. Because just like she reiterated in her live, she a lot of people would fold considering they have 9 kids. I have to admit she's right on that. It's kind of hard because I have one. But for her to raise 9 kids by herself, that's a lot, and I commend her in that area. I mean, it's not an easy task, but everybody gets weak, and most importantly, it's not where you how you fall is how you get back up. But it seems like it was a breakup, but I don't think it's one of the things was as bad as the other one. At least she was able to see the red flags and know what her deal breakers was and what she wasn't gonna settle for. I think at the end of the day, she'll be better for it, and when she get herself together, I think eventually she will find love again. I don't think it's one of those things where it's impossible for her to find love, because at the end of the day, Chris is not a bad looking woman, and she. If you listen to her now as opposed to back in the day, she's a totally different Chrissy. She's more about her money, and she's more about her growing her channel, and she's more about trying to do what's right for those kids. Now you have to commend her with right is right. That is compared to the other moms, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm glad that she actually went live, because I was thinking to myself, I said, I hadn't heard anything from them. I said, well, maybe they're trying to be private and wait till everything die down. But I think it took a lot of strength and courage for her to actually do that live, and most importantly, be open and honest, and most importantly, transparent with her subscribers and supporters. I think a lot of people also were saying that they didn't like the fact anyway that a lot of people was encouraging her to be with him, considering his past. Now, I'm not the type of person that I don't want to throw somebody past in there, because guess what? A lot of time it might be their past, but they said he had a dark past. We're not gonna get on that. I'm not gonna iterate that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But maybe it's a lot of things that we seen that she just couldn't deal with, and she was able to reiterate and let us know what was what, and I appreciate that. It was the transparency in the video for me. She didn't sway or anything like that. She let us know what it was. She told her what it was. Whoop de whoop. But what I really liked the most about the video was the fact that she kept saying that she was gonna put her children first, as she should. My thing is, when you focus on your kids, you get yourself together. When it's time, the right one will come to you. Because I'm the type of person, I believe in not only love, but you attract who you are. Chris is gonna have to dig deep and change some things about herself if she wants to attract the right person for herself. You understand? And it looks like she's attracting the same men from the same type of background. I'm not saying that her first husband and Rod are the same, because he might got some better qualities than the other husband, because she kept saying that he was good with the kids. So it seemed like he interacted really well with them, especially on that cooking channel. I think the kids probably gonna take it to heart, especially the youngest kids. I noticed how they flocked to him, and they was, kind of glad because a lot of them didn't have their father figure in life, so therefore he was basically the constant and the father figure of the family. So that's on the downside. But I think Chris can bounce back, and she can do like she been doing. That's taking care of household and holding down the fort. We've seen her do it before, and I think she gonna do it again. And most important, she gonna be better for it. I'm hopeful, and I want to see where her channel goes from here. Most importantly, I want to see what kind of content she puts out, and hopefully everything what she puts out from now on will be positive. She also lets us know that more than likely she will not be introducing another man to the channel. So I guess he put a real bad sore spot in her mind for that in that aspect. I was kind of shocked to hear her say that. So I guess if she do get somebody, we won't know about it, and she's not gonna just put him in front of the camera. I think that's a smart move, and most importantly, it's a boss move. Because it's one of those things where they say, well, when you bring strangers around your kids, you got to reintroduce them and keep doing it. I guess she's gonna do things right and in order this time. So we're gonna see what Miss Chrissy has going on. Most importantly, I'm gonna have my own notification bell on. I'm gonna be, clicking, trying to see what she got going on. Cause say what you want to say. Chrissy is good. She puts out nothing but great content. I love watching her cooking channel, and I like to see the growth in her, and most importantly, in the fact that how she interacts with the kids. But I had to get on here and give y'all guys my little 2 cents. I hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday. I am enjoying mine as well. I said I had to get on here and chop it up with you guys, give y'all guys my reaction. I'm glad you guys stopped over and are showing my last video love. If you can, go over there and check it out. Your girl had to rant and rave. I do that every now and then. It is what it is. I had to shake it up. But go over there, make sure get my little watch hours up for you. Girls trying to get her subscriber count. I appreciate everybody actually subscribed. I see you. Those who are day ones, I appreciate you. Leave me a like and a comment. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.